Hey, how you doing?
Justin from?
I'm from Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska to be exact.
Do you wear Eskimo clothes?
My Eskimo clothes I put away because it's a little warm down here, girl. I starts to sweat.
I know. Well, that means you can layer. Oh, I love layering. I love layered clothes. Anyways, okay, so you're a hairdresser. You're a hairstylist.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And
yes, ma'am.
Makeup artist?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Okay, and you have a salon out there?
What I do is I lease my station, so I'm a booth renter.
Okay.
But I have some friends of mine that came to me a couple years ago, and we did a show on YouTube. And I work with independent theater in Anchorage. I also work with beauty pageants, the Mrs. Alaska America pageant to be exact.
Wow.
And so I do lots of stuff. I'm going into my 21st year in the business, and I am licensed in Alaska, Washington, Arizona, and here in beautiful Nevada.
Nice. So you can go work anywhere.
Anywhere I want to. As long as people need hair glued in their head, I can do some extensions. Let's party.
Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, because we were talking about we did a makeover on this girl yesterday, which, she so needed it.
I was listening.
Yes.
I've had clients cry.
Yeah, and then you're like, get over it.
I just look at them and go, for every tear that hits the floor, that's an extra 50. And you know what happens? They quit crying. Look, just maxed out your credit card. Oh my God. You have to leave now.
That's a good one. I should use that.
That is a good one. You should definitely.
For every
that's
smart
good way to
aleck
make money.
comment they make, and for every time they whine and cry and complain about something, and then you start charging them $25 every time they touch their hair after you did.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, I just not just stand here all morning long on my poor little feet after being out dancing all night long. Touch the hair, just work on. Get out. Wait, pay me and leave.
Yeah.
Now get out.
You know what I'm talking about. As you're doing it, they're touching at the same time, and you want to just snip their fingers.
You know what? I have burned people.
On purpose?
Well, they're curling. You're curling their hair, and they're like, and you're like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. They're like, ow, that iron's hot. I told you. Now put your hands down.
Oh my God!
You're like a mom. I told you.
Yeah, now.
I told you, child.
Exactly. Well, I think that they should design chairs where, like, if the clients are brave enough to sit into it and they get to touching it, you push a little button from the back and their hands are, like, locked down. Okay, thank you.
You know what? I so need it.
You know, my favorite part is when you have parents come in and start telling you how to cut their kids' hair. And I hand them on the scissors and say, here you go. If you want to cut it at home, then here it is. Just cut it. Why'd you come to me? Why don't you just pay me $25, sit right here and cut your kids' hair, and then sweep up after yourself and get out?
Yeah, please. Please, right?
Yeah, thank you.
What's the most amazing makeover what's the most memorable for you that you've done?
Most memorable makeover?
Yes.
I think the most memorable thing I did is I had a family of Samoan women come in when I worked in the mall. And girl, everybody starts off in the mall. And one of the family members had breast cancer, and she was going through treatment, and she was going to lose all her hair. And Samoan women have hair down to, God never intended light to shine that far.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, they all shaved their head to support her, and they all left. There was 5 of them. They left bald, and that has stayed with me throughout my whole career. So it's pretty awesome. As far as makeovers, I love it when I do cross-dressers. Because they come in, and when you turn them around in the mirror and they see their makeup on their face for the first time, they're like, ooh, and then they all turn into these. Well, I won't use the word, but they're like, oh, look at me. I'm looking good. I'm like, oh my God, you're a linebacker. What is the matter? And
You're a linebacker?
Yeah, with lipstick. And I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, I'm so cute. I'm like, oh, ew. Anyway, okay, that's $200 and have a great day. Thank you. I need a bath. Yeah.
But isn't it so funny, after you do their hair, they just touch their hair in a certain way where it's like, they get all sassy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then they try to be all sexy and they pucker their lips in the
yeah,
mirror.
Look at themselves. Yeah, and it's like, but see, you've got the ones that look cute, the queens that look cute, you got the cross-dressers that look cute, you got all that stuff, and they'll do their own makeup, and they'll do their own makeup better than anybody could touch them.
Yes.
You might as well just give it up.
Yes.
Don't even try. Just look at them. Do your own makeup. Don't even touch me.
Yeah.
And if you want me to comb out that ratty old wig, okay, that's $200. But you do your makeup. But it's the cross-dressing men that are pretty much, most of them are straight or like married or really closeted, and they're like buff, and they're like,
oh my God,
workers, and
oh my God,
and you're like, oh my God, okay, come right on in, and you book late, because I do rent my booth, so I have the key, so I can work as late as I want to.
Right.
And then you book late, and so here they are, and once you get that red lipstick on, because they all gotta have red. I'm like, hello, what is that about? Okay, you guys are all butch and you're all buff, but the minute you're like, okay, I want red lipstick, and it's like, ew. And the minute they see themselves in the mirror, it's like, oh, I am so sexy. I make me horny, baby. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I just play along. Yeah, you look really good. You look thin. You look thin. You look petite in that wig. That wig makes you petite, baby. It's all right. You know, tip me a 50 and bye-bye now. You can go.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, no, those are fun. I don't understand people that got into jobs where they're sitting behind a counter, bored to death, not smiling. Oh, what's that about? You know, boring. Yeah. You hear me sleeping? Yeah, no. Here I am. Okay, pay me. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then if you get really bored, you just get on the road and travel, right?
Oh my god, I love it.
You've been to hair shows, haven't you?
Yes, I love it.
My favorite part about what do you love about hair shows?
I just love seeing all the different people. I mean, and I'm a product whore. I love products, and I'm a sucker for packaging.
Hello. Do you shop so? Because I'm a male in the business, and we can get away with murder. Oh my God, are you kidding me? A woman will say the same thing next to me and get slapped. I say the same thing and they go, "Oh, I loves it."
No, I know. You boys, man. Yeah. You guys, seriously, you guys get away with everything.
And then we shop and go and get products and stuff. And how do we shop? We shop for usage, and we don't want our hands to feel dirty. Where women are like, "Oh, that smells good. I gotta have it." And you're looking at them, you're going, "You know, it's gonna melt your hair, but I don't care. This smells good. You can do hair extension or comb my wig. I mean, give me a weave, but it smells pretty. I gotta have some."
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now if somebody wanted to find you, how do they find you? Where are you at?
Well, I have a website. 6 years ago in Alaska. Alaska's a little bit behind the times, but 6 years ago I started a website called AlaskanMakeupQueen.com. And I started putting pictures and contact information and email, all before that was so cool and everybody was walking around with it in their hand on their phone. And you can go there, AlaskanMakeupQueen.com, and you can look me up. And I have pictures of my work. I have a little bit of my resume on there. I have the other projects that I worked on. I have a show on YouTube that some friends of mine in LA came to me a couple years ago and go, "We want you to be in a show for us, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, whatever, I'll believe you when the camera's in front of my face. They're like, "Let's do it now." I'm like, "Ooh, okay." So it took us a while to put together, and there's a link to that on there. It's j2h.com, where I give fabulous advice to people that email in. Yay. Yeah, and it's been fun. We made the front page of the Anchorage Daily News, and the Anchorage Daily News, although a small newspaper, is a, how do you say it, Pulitzer Prize winning newspaper. And we made the front page on Inauguration Day. Okay, that. Yeah, that was awesome. I had my real face picture on the front page of the newspaper, and in Anchorage, Alaska, all they could get was a cardboard cutout of Obama. Then the next day it was all about it. I was like, haha, and I knocked Sarah Palin right off the front page, too. "I've got better hair, Sarah." Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you, because since Alaska, you have, it's cooler weather out there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and now, is it drier or moist?
Well, you know, it's very arid there because where's the moisture? It's frozen. Okay. It's on the top of the mountains. It's in the glaciers. We have rain, way more rain than you have here, but my favorite part is the rain will dry right up. Where here you might have rain once a month if you're lucky.
Okay.
Right? Up there it'll rain like hell, or it could rain for months, and then the minute it stops raining, it dries up. So it's not as arid as the desert, but it's still a very arid climate.
Now, okay, so because of that, and I guess if you have a little bit less, sun.
Sure.
Right?
Yes. Oh my God.
Do you notice a difference in people's hair versus, okay, in Alaska, or wait, where else are you? Washington and here?
Yeah. Yes. And the products, well, speaking of products, like we were talking earlier,
yeah,
the products don't work the same way. Like the products that you would give somebody in Alaska aren't going to work in Washington, because Washington is very wet state, right? I mean, rainforest. Hello.
Right.
Oh, look at the trees, and the coffee. And then the other places, when you get down into Nevada and Arizona, too much sunshine, lots of sun damage, especially if you have people that do a lot of hair color. I mean, like everybody does hair color, whatever. Ends get fried quickly. You get a lot of static electricity. You get a lot of tangles, a lot of snags, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's totally different.
So you guys must have way better hair in Alaska than out here.
Well, we don't have much sun damage, that's for sure. But there's hard water. I mean, you got to think about it. There's lots of minerals in the water, that kind of thing. So
yeah, whatever. That's a little.
Yeah. The hair's just got lots of minerals in it. It's healthy.
What's your favorite products?
My favorite products? I like to use a product called Simply Organic
Okay.
because it is really all natural from start to finish. I also like to use a lot of Joico and Paul Mitchell.
Yes.
But up where I'm at, a heavy product like Joico is going to work.
Exactly.
You know, Paul Mitchell is easy to get to. You know, so Anchorage has a lot of transient people because of the oil companies and because of tourist business. So what you have going on there is people coming and going, and they're coming in looking for products that are easy to spot, that they recognize, because Alaska is so different than y'all down here in the lower 48. You know, everything's down here from us.
Right.
And there's where you would think that even though Alaska is the 49th state in the union, there's some stuff that's not very consistent. You know, so there's like products that work there that don't work here, and then stuff changes down here so quickly.
Yes.
You know, I travel a lot down to visit because I want to stay current. You know, one lap through the airport, you realize, ooh, I do bad hair. I need to catch up because people got
Right.
cute hair. So you take that home with you. And then you also look for, oh, honey, I'm not opposed to going up to people. What products are you using? Your hair's beautiful. Look, I'm licensed to ask you this question, you know, and get tips from people. And then go to industry events because, like, here in Las Vegas, you have with the
big-
largest show.
Yes,
Oh,
we
my
have the
God, that
largest
show was
show.
crazy.
You one in June.
Yes.
Oh, I got to see you there sometimes.
Yes. Oh, I'll find you. Hey, girl, there you are. I remember you. Now let's go look at products. Come on.
I know, right? I love the free stuff too.
Hello.
Okay, what is your favorite haircut to do?
My favorite haircut to do?
Do you have one?
I don't know. I don't really think that I have like an absolute favorite haircut. I was listening to you guys talking about cutting someone's hair into a horseshoe bob. That has like totally come back.
Yes.
Remember, I'm going into my 21st year, and I don't look that old, girl.
Yeah.
My hair's given up on me, but it's all right. I just puts me on a wig. I really like that look. I think bobs are so easy. In Alaska, because people are fairly active and the weather is very extreme, shoulder length hair works really well for people. They can put it up, they can leave it down, they can put it in a ponytail, they can cut bangs into it, they can curl it, they can perm it, they can't, you know, I mean, it's got a lot more versatility. Personally, I really enjoy very progressive haircuts. If you would zigzag across your head, that'd be awesome. Blue, yellow, orange, green, purple, that's awesome. But at the same time, I have little old ladies that are like 80 years old that have spiky hair and that are wild. Of course, they're my clients. Think about it. You know, so there's really, my favorite thing when it comes to beauty industry is hair extensions. I love that look. I love the long to short, short to long. I love the thick, fuller. I love the fact that I can put color in somebody's hair and not even touch them with a chemical. And then my favorite part about, I had a client put hair extensions in her hair. She got smart with me over some other thing because it's a small town. And then had to forget that I have to take those out and she can't do it herself. So she actually had to apologize to me, which was so awesome. And then come back and, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be smart. I'm like, okay, that's an extra 50. And I'll take out your hair extensions. You're welcome. But I really like that look. I think a lot of women come in nowadays, with the amount of time that I've been in the business, a lot of women come in the 35 to 45 and in the 45 to 55 that are having thinning hair for whatever reason. And some of those clients you can have a blast with. I mean, you can fill their hair back in. You can make it long. They can have that hair they've always wanted. Or take them back to when they felt the best about themselves.
Yeah.
And when they look in the mirror, what happens? You know, that smile jumps up.
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing.
Yeah, how's that not fun?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
It totally, their inner beauty really comes out. And they're
Sure.
just
And then they're
shine.
empowered. I have long hair.
Yeah.
You better watch out for me. They could be 4,000 pounds, but they got long hair. They sexy. They would get, ooh, I'm looking good. You know, honey, you and that cross-dresser over there are going to fight for the mirror. You know, so
Yeah.
that's
This
fun.
is what I love. I love the fact that when they can't get a hold of you, and they will cheat on you, and then they will call you, and they will be like, God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And they beg for you to cut
Yeah.
their
Will
hair.
you take me back? I'm
Yeah.
like, is this an abusive relationship? I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to take you back or not. Because you're like a hook. I mean, you ran all around you. Anyways, okay, the price went up, though. The faithful price is this price, but for you hookers, this is the price. And you're on probation now. So, you know, I might take your call. I'm not sure, though. Yeah. Oh, no, here we are. We've been in Las Vegas now since last Saturday. We went and saw the Cher show Tuesday night.
Yeah.
My best friend and partner and baby's mommy, she is with me, and my 5-year-old. They went to America's Got Talent show over at Planet Hollywood last night, and they all had a blast. And I have clients starting to, when you coming back? How soon are you going to be here? I need this done. And then I've got other clients like, oh, I just need a haircut because I need to talk. Where have you been? Nobody talked to you. I need my therapist. I'm like, yeah, your therapy.
Oh, the
Yeah, therapist,
Oh, I
exactly.
never heard of that one.
Hello. I'm like, well, let me see. Therapists usually charge about $500 an hour to your insurance company. So let me see. For $150, no. But for a bill $50, now we're talking. What's your problem? Yeah. Yeah. You couldn't be gone 5 days. And they're like, when you coming home? I expect you all to be waiting for me at the airport.
Yeah. No, seriously. I will even have clients who are like, you know, the only times I get a really good haircut is, or I even come to see you is if I have a big event. And
Right.
if, you know, and
Right.
because they're superstitious like that.
Right.
They're like, you always come through, and I always get what I want after I get my haircut or done or whatever it is.
Right.
It's amazing. Yeah, people are just.
Well, and then do you find that even in this market that you get known for something?
Yes.
Right, because I get a lot of dysfunctional hair. Like, people have gone to places, because in Anchorage, there's some consolidation in our market now because there's a lot of growth. The economy took a minute to get to us because we're like the last place on the planet. But it has affected us, and there's some consolidation going on in the market. So there's lots of salons for like 300,000 people. Are you kidding me? Okay, there's like 250 salons.
Right.
And what starts to happen is that you're starting to get the people moving around. And so they've gone somewhere and got their hair hacked or bleached to death, or they went and got that. Well, their hair extensions were cheap, you know. So then they come to you to fix it and then go away.
Yeah. You know, seriously, Joseph, you've been amazing, and thank you so much for coming early this morning. We love your attitude, and you know what you're freaking talking about.
Hello,
thank
exactly.
you. Okay, so thank you so much again for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was fun.
You're awesome. You know who it is, xraido.biz.